Go for it, baby. Selfridge, welcome to our big live stream party. We have a live audience. We got a big crowd here. It's going to be an awesome time. We have a lot of special guests, as you know. The first musician that you just saw is my good friend, the great John Grecia on piano. Let's hear it for John. Awesome. So we also have a lot of other special guests that are going to be joining us. In a few minutes, we're going to have Miss France on flute. We're going to have Mr. Walton on trumpet and Mr. Olson on trombone. We have our team, our Mr. Selfridge team here following along in the comments. So if we have any really great questions or comments, we're going to maybe feature your comment or question on our live stream. So keep those comments and questions coming. We love to hear from you as always. So we're going to get started right now. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk to Mr. John Grecia. Okay. Hello, John.
It's a pleasure and an honor, Mr. Selfridge.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we've known each other
many moons.
Many moons. A long
yeah,
time.
over 10 years, maybe 15. I dare say.
Many jam sessions.
When we were 6. Yes.
Yeah. So one of the great things I love about your playing is that you can play in a lot of different piano styles.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do a little, I don't know, a little journey through some different styles. Where can we start?
Well, let's see. I guess where I started was classical, so we'll start there.
Okay.
I started when I was 10, and I studied classical the whole way, all the while loving rock and roll, but I guess we'll get there. Okay. So, you know, you learn the classic stuff. And then you keep taking lessons and you get to something more like...
Can name who the composer is of that song that John just played.
Ooh,
so if anyone does anyone know the right answer, by the way, in here, can look at the comments. It begins with the letter G. Okay, we'll look for that. Let's maybe move on through the
genres.
Years. What comes next?
Okay, so I guess I loved ragtime as a little guy. So you know you learn this kind of stuff. This is by Scott Joplin. Sorry, I gave away a potential trivia question.
Garrett.
Where do we go next? Maybe rock and roll.
Should we go to rock and roll?
Yes. Maybe a little jazz.
Ooh, yes.
You know, maybe we could do
Brubeck?
Just a little bit of take 5.
Just a touch. Yes.
All right, let's do a little bit of take 5. Okay.
We'll do take 1 minute of take 5. So
you got the bridge. A little jazz.
I think it has to be rock and roll in the history of the line. So, you say my nerves and you're right on my brain. The kind of love drives a man insane. You roll my wheel, walk through goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Had your love till I thought it was funny. You came along, oh, honey. I changed my mind, your love was fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Ooh, feels good. Hold me, baby. Yeah, I wanna love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. I wanna tell the swell that you're mine. I'm shooting my nails and I'm shooting my bones. Real love is more than it's so fun. Come on now, you're driving me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Woo! Oh, yeah. Shaking it like you mean?
Yeah, a lot of practice on the tambourine.
Oh yes. Yeah. Many hours clocked.
Where are we going after rock and roll? Where are we going to take?
Well, related to rock and roll, you know, when you start learning piano, you learn classical, and then there's like the two Bibles of piano music. It's Elton John and Billy Joel. You know, so I have loved Billy Joel my entire life, and I learned every one of his songs.
Okay, and okay, audience, what is the #1 Billy Joel request? What do we think?
Piano Man.
Piano,
all right.
yes.
Are we going Piano Man?
Yeah, Piano Man, and John brought his harmonica.
I had a hunch.
Yes.
Have harmonica will travel. So. Can the studio audience sing the chorus with me?
Sure.
Yes. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shows in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a melody? I'm very short of a course, but it's sad and it's sweet and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes." La 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 da da, la 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 da da. All the people sing. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Very nice, thank you, my friend.
Beautiful. So I think that kind of takes us. We're sort of modern day.
Modern day,
Well, not
yeah.
quite so modern day. We're going to play something that is a big request from my subscribers out there. I actually have a video on how to play this song, and this was a big hit in the '80s.
That's right.
Yeah. So why
That's
don't we?
with George Michael and
Yeah,
Webb.
George Michael. So why don't we make this a surprise here? Let's just go for it. Okay. Start with me. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I think we need some percussion on this one. Who wants to play shaker on this one?
Oh.
There you go. Liz is on shaker. All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
I feel so
take your hand and lead me to the dance floor. As the music dies, something in your eyes calls to mind a silver screen, and all it's sad to goodbye. I'm never gonna dance again. This empty feeling got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know I'm not a fool. I should've known better than to cheat a friend. Waste a chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you.
John Grecia, everybody. John's going to be here in a moment. Awesome. Now it's time. It's time to bring out another great friend of the Mr. Selfridge channel. If you've watched our flute lessons, you have seen our next guest. She's one of the best flute players I know. She's amazing. And let's welcome Miss France to the program. Awesome. So, Miss France. Miss France has a couple of songs to play for you guys, but I thought maybe before you play, could you maybe talk about what would you say is the one of the number one questions you get on the comments on your teaching videos?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for all of the nice comments. I was reading through them the other day. You guys are so nice. So hi to all of you. One of the big ones is about my flute. A lot of you were asking, what kind of flute is this? Or you said, oh my gosh, I want her flute. This is an altus. It's from Japan. It is made of a special silver called Britannia silver, and that helps with the sound. It helps with a nice, like, deep tone. Yeah, so it's really nice. I've had it for a pretty long time, and I got it in New York at a place called the Flute Center in New York. So yeah,
Right.
that's my flute.
Awesome. And why does it have, a lot of students out there might have flutes that don't have these holes here. What are those holes there for?
So when you get a step-up flute, or so if you have a student model flute, your keys will not have holes in them. It will just be a key. If you step up to a intermediate or an advanced flute, you'll have holes, which helps produce a better tone. It helps the tone resonate. So yeah, you'll get that, and also you'll get an extra little key down here that gives you one more note than a student model flute. So usually a low flute goes to a low C. This actually goes to a low B.
Wow.
It's
Fascinating. Can we hear what that sounds like?
sure. So here is, I'll play some of the low notes down to C, and then I'll play the B.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, and you'll actually hear the low B in one of my songs I'm going to play, which usually that you don't hear that ever. Band music, flutes usually don't play low B.
It's very rare. Well, what a perfect segue. What
Yes.
song are you going to play for us
Okay,
today?
so I've got a lot of requests I've seen on Mr. Selfridge's channel for Ed Sheeran songs. So I'm going to welcome back John Grecia. And together we are going to do 2 of Ed Sheeran songs. And I'm going to let you tell us what the songs are.
Ooh.
So I need to see this.
Let's do it.
Okay.
fantastic. Sherry France, fantastic. Now, what were you doing there at the end?
Oh,
You were making some stuff up.
yes, I was.
What were you doing? What is that? It's improvisation, right?
That is called improvisation.
Okay, so what scale were you using?
So I used the key of the song, which is D major scale, and I kind of just made it up. I felt it.
Just kind of went with it. Well, could you demonstrate what's the D major scale would sound like this? Wow. And could you show us just a little bit of how you would mix that scale up on that chord
Sure.
progression? And wow, that's fantastic. One more round of applause for Mr. And now we have another very special guest. We're very excited to introduce, maybe he could even get a little bit of walk-on music from our very own John Baptiste here. How about Mr. Walton on trumpet? Let's bring him back. Wow, okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Are you appearing in any movies or?
No, but I do use my voice on occasion.
Okay. He does voiceovers. So, one of the things we were talking about with John Grecia on piano is how the piano can play in so many different styles. So maybe could you tell us a little bit about classical or concert band trumpet versus playing trumpet in a jazz style?
Sure. Yes. I think the main difference between classical and swing styles of jazz is that the eighth notes. We would play the eighth notes very straight and metered, like so. Breaking the quarter notes are even 1 and 2, and in jazz we would swing them, so we basically 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, something like this. Jazz also is a little looser. You can add some inflections, grace notes, growls, scoops, falls, and what have you.
Wow.
Which we'll do later.
Yes, we will. Can you show us, what's a little classical thing you could play for us? Did you have something you could show us?
Yeah, just look at the things I mess around with. So that's actually Baroque, but it's considered
Very nice,
classical.
yeah.
Whereas, like Mr. Clifford Brown, I'm from northern Delaware, so he's not just a fantastic human being, fantastic jazz person, but he's historic to our area. Anyway.
Nice, Joyce playing, yeah. And we're going to do some jazz later.
Yes.
But first, we're going to go into the world of pop music.
Yes.
There's a song that's got probably one of the most popular songs that's had trumpet in it in the past long time. And we're going to have you jam out on this. And we're going to bring back John Grecia on piano. And I think the folks out there will recognize this song.
I'm sure you should will.
Let's do it.
New to me, but
Let's do it.
When I need motivation, I want solution to the queen. I'm just stay strong. Yeah, she's always in my corner, right there when I want. All these other girls I'm laughing, but can't do anything on the same. Do you need me? Do you think I'm pretty? Do I make you feel like cheating? I say no, not really, 'cause all I think that about myself would be a leader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that about myself, she leader. She
beautiful. One more round of applause for Mr. Walton. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. All right. Now, our next special guest. Our next special guest has been featured on such videos as We Will Rock You and Hot Cross Buns. And he's been my fellow teacher. We work at the same school district. And he is the middle school director. I'm the elementary school director. I want to welcome out on trombone, Mr. Olson. Thank you very much. So, why don't we chat a little bit about the same thing I was talking to Mr. Walton about. Could you tell us a little bit about, well, first of all, what's happening here? What is that? What's all this?
Oh, this is an F attachment.
Okay.
So when you have a student model trombone, you only have the main outside part of the trombone, and it plays the same, but when I push my trigger down, this adds the same amount of tubing as 6th position does.
So it saves you from having to,
Yeah, I can
Go
play
away.
a C in first.
wow.
Student models can't do. So it saves a lot of going back and forth. It also lets me play lower notes than student model horns. Kind of like Miss Frances' flute has the extra key. Most student model horns go, and that's the end. But I can make it farther down to the tuba range.
Awesome, very good stuff. And so when should a student maybe think about upgrading to one of those?
Usually middle school to high school is a good time to start thinking about it. They usually are a lot bigger, so you have to make sure your breathing is good and you physically have grown a little bit. But you know, any middle school kid could probably play this.
Great, awesome. So let's jump into classical versus jazz trombone. Maybe could you play us a typical bass line a trombone might play in a classical style?
Sure, like a march or something?
A march, yeah.
Sure.
Wow, okay, so, yeah, let's hear it for Mike. So if we were going to, maybe you could give us a couple bars of that.
Sure.
What would a trombone do in a jazzy style? What would you do to make that jazzier?
Wow, great. So when you play it in a classical style, we want to try to make sure that all the notes are centered and there's a nice clear tone in the middle. And we have to be very careful about our slide technique, that we're not moving our slide before we're tonguing it so we don't get little blurbs and things like that. But when we start playing it like a bass line or a Dixie line bass trombone part, we get to start breaking some rules, and we can start adding some glissandos and smears, and we can kind of be around the note in certain places. So it would
Okay.
sound, you know, it would sound a little more like this.
Show us a little bit of that. Wait, that gives me that gives me an idea. That we should play that. Let's do the jazzy version of that. Mr. Walton, are you still here?
I'm still here.
Okay. Miss France, you got your flute. You can join us too. We needed someone on tambourine. Who wants to play a little New Orleans? Oh, you got this, Lennon? All right. You better give us a good beat, buddy. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do that song. This is jazzy. When the Saints Go Marching In. Go for it. Why don't you lead us in there, Mr. Olson? keep everybody up here. We're getting close to the end, everybody. And do we have any good questions coming through? Do we,
Just some requests for songs.
requests?
I don't
Let's see.
know.
Throw some out here.
They want Star Wars.
Star
No,
Wars.
it was for Elise.
Fur-
A lot of those.
Okay, a lot of requests are for Elise.
Yes.
All right. Why don't we take a minute?
I have the short version.
Very nice. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a song. We'll take more. Let's keep an eye out for some questions. We're going to do a Q&A after this song. So let's play a song where we all can join in. Good old, what's a good one?
You can call me out, or
That sounds like a plan.
Does that
Let's
feel
do,
okay?
yeah, let's do that one. You can call me out. If you haven't heard of this song, I guarantee you've heard it somewhere. You've heard it before, even though you might not know the name of it. This is a great song that came out, I don't know, in the 80s again?
1985, 86,
All right.
somewhere right around there.
I say we rock out on this one, and then we're going to do some other questions and maybe some requests. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to jump over here, okay? All right.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Man walks down the street and says, why am I soft in the middle now? Why am I soft in the middle now? Rest of my life is so hard. I need a photo opportunity. I want a shot of redemption. Don't want it in the cartoon, graveyard, bone day, dogs in the moonlight, far away from my willing dog. Mr. Field, till he get those months away from me. I won't find stuff amusing anymore. If you put my bodyguard, I can be a long lost pal. I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me, you can call me out. Man walks down the street and says, why am I short of attention? Got a short little span of attention, and oh my nights are so long. Where's my wife and my family? What if I die here? Who'd be my role model? Now that my role model is gone. Back down the alleyway, son, rolling, holding, let that place go. All along, there were incidents and accidents, there were hints and allegations. If you be my bodyguard, I can be a long lost pal. I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me, you can call me, yeah. Sure. If you be my bodyguard, I can call you Betty. If you be my bodyguard, I can call you Betty.
All right, so now, before we wrap up here, we're going to do a few questions. Let's get some questions that are coming through in the chat for anyone in the band. What do we got, Lennon?
Mr. Selfridge, what career do you want to before you became a music teacher?
Oh, I wanted to be a music teacher.
Okay.
Before I even knew I was really into music, I wanted to be a cartoonist, like draw cartoons for a newspaper, and I wanted to be a scientist. Those are probably my two biggest ones, and then I got really into music in high school, and that was it. I wanted to be a music teacher. What else do we have? What other questions?
Mr. Walton, can you give tips on, what was the question?
How to increase the range?
Increasing
Okay.
range, yeah.
Yes, range, it is the nemesis of, here, let me, there we go. Yes, all trumpet players are always seeking out range. Trumpet is probably the most difficult instrument in the brass family because of the compression. All I can say is, you want to build your range like a pyramid, not like a flagpole. So many people think if I can play it and I can hit that note, that's my range. I've recently, and this is, I mean, I'm 50 years old and I'm still working on increasing my range. I'm still working on increasing my endurance. Brass players are athletes, so I make a portmanteau and call it brass-theletes. And so we build it like a pyramid. And I have a series of things, and there's a great website that I'll be willing to share. If folks want to message me, I'll get them. That'll be great. And it's been wonderful. And it's consistency, and that's just another note. Don't think of the notes as being high. They're not on the ceiling. People think of the ladder going up. I think of the ladder down, and the air goes farther and faster, which helps the vibration go faster. So, faster vibration, higher notes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Walton. Any other questions coming through? What do we have? What else do we have coming through? Any other good questions?
How can I get better at high notes on the flute?
Oh, good question.
High notes on the flute. Come on out.
Right side.
You come.
Right side.
There you go.
I will come hang out too.
Sure. There you go.
Okay. So, same thing kind of that Mr. Walton was saying. When you're working on high notes, you kind of want to direct your air in a different way. There's this really cool tool. I forget the name of it. It's a fan.
The Numo Pro?
Yeah, the Numo Pro is pretty cool. You can put it on your head joint here, and it has 3 little fans. And what you do is you try to, like you can say, all right, I'm going to aim for this fan down here. That's for lower notes. Then you're going to say, I'm going to aim for this fan here. That's for your mid-range. And then the one up here is for your upper notes. So I always tell my students, okay, like I stand in front of them and say, aim here. And I look kind of funny because I'm jumping around and screaming. But it works. So try to aim in these 3 different places, and I feel like that will help you. You want faster air, and yeah.
Aim your airstream higher
Yep,
and
airstream
faster.
higher, faster.
Could you show us like octaves from
Sure.
going up maybe? Wow, okay,
Cool.
beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, we're getting close to wrapping up. Lennon, what do you got?
What brand for the reed is good for the clarinet?
What brand of reed is good for clarinet? I play either Diodario Concert Select or Van Doren. They're both really good reeds, and there's lots of good reeds out there, so try them out and see what the real answer is. The one that you like the best and your teacher agrees with you and you think it makes a good sound, then that's a good reed. Okay? I think we're getting close. Lenny, got one more for us?
Mr. Selfridge, good sir, how do you learn circular breathing on a sax or any instrument?
Oh, okay. I did circular breathing on my last video when I tried to do the trumpet versus the fidget spinner. Circular breathing is when, Drew, maybe come a little closer. Circular breathing is when, okay, so here's how you practice circular breathing. I want everyone in the room is going to try to. All right, fill your cheeks with air. Okay. And then you have to practice breathing in and out with your cheeks full of air. Breathe through your nose. Looks like I'm getting kind of angry, right? So now you have to use your cheek muscles to push the air that's in your cheeks out while you breathe in through your nose. It's kind of like doing this, okay? So
I can't do that.
blow it out, but breathe in at the same time. So it's, okay? Don't choke or pass out. Just go. Okay, so now on the sax or any instrument, So someone who really practices and gets good at that, you won't hear the wobble in the sound. But that's how you circular breathe. Okay, so there's your answer to your question. I think we are about ready to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for watching. I think it's time if we could get some dramatic, happy something music. It's time to bring out the cake. Okay. Don't trouble. Hey, drum roll, please. And there it is. That's it, everybody. Woo! Beautiful. Well, we're gonna eat this cake at some point, but here we go. Take that away, and I want to thank everybody out there for helping us get to this milestone of 100,000. If I could, I would mail each of you a piece of this cake. You can enjoy it with us. But for now, I want to thank you for joining us. I think it's about time we wrap up, and until the next party, which will be 1 million subscribers. Yes. Hopefully in a couple weeks, you know. So why don't we take it out with a good old Ray Charles tune?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Why don't you set us up?
Okay.
There, Mr. John Grecia.
There was a
And you're
lot of
feel free to-
requests for clarinet.
Oh, clarinet.
A lot of requests.
Oh,
Sorry.
that was a good time. Okay, get him next time. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
There we go. Oh, there we go.
Hey mama, don't you treat me wrong. Come and love me daddy all night long. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. See the girl with the diamond ring. She know how to shake that thing. Yeah. She don't do right. Oh, she don't do right. Tell your mama, tell your pa, gonna shake it back to Arkansas. Yeah. It's alright. Oh, it's alright. See the girl with the red dress on. She can do the Berlin all night long. Yeah.
I'll see you on our next live stream, and thank you to our lovely studio audience. All right, and see you guys next time. Take us out there, Johnny.